With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Williams. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Looking to throw is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
To throw, Williams. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now it's Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Grady Jarrett coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed it up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now a 2nd and 10. He's got this complete to Burden. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the air, Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. In motion left, Bateman. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw, it's Williams. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson. Flush to his right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
Jackson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A 10-yard gain.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
No, we changed it.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Jackson rolling to his right. And Walker has it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before break. Williams. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And off we go from Cleveland. Khalif Raymond to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And it's a big gain on his play. Give him about 19 yards and the 1st down, too. Offensive line fast.
19 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He finds some space again. Along this sideline inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift, ball carrier.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 77.
Right to the air with Sanders. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on second, Sanders. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. Complete. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short here, Sanders. That's caught for the first. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. He's got Concepcion on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Sanders going to look to throw. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's Sanders now. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And it gives the Browns a first down.
Another Browns first down.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast.
8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Sanders to throw on second. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Jervon Dexter. And that means it is now 3rd and 16 to go.
3rd down.
Motioning the tight end now. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got the hook up with Boston. And this is going to be limited to a gain of about 6 on what needed to be a much bigger play. It's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
79 Broncos.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. And they sure could use these 3 points, partners. They try to line up the field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Or that tackle to Michael Hall.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. To the air, Sanders. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And out of bounds he goes, so give them about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
First the stop looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 light.
They send the tight end in motion. To throw now is Sanders. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down. Sanders back to throw. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throw here, 3rd down. This is Boston working left side. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
Ready?
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Sanders going to throw on 4. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the 1st. All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Sanders setting the pass. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 19. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. They'll go. It's Sanders. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw is Williams. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Bears first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Williams set to pass. Completed left side to Thomas. And out of bounds he goes, so give them about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. To throw, Williams. To the middle, that's snared by Burden. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buys time, rolling right. Pass brought in by Burden. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 for Williams. And he's found his target all 4 passes so far on this drive. They are throwing it again. The throw left side finds Burden. And it looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Running with Swift out of the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end up in a loss of yards. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, he got it! Interception! Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already been damaged in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing here just before halftime. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on first.
Final throw before the break. Fits it through the middle. It's a foot race. 30. Gets the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, I think they were over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
And it's good. So they take some valuable points off that lead, Brock, right at the end of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Escapes a defender. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped side of 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. That's the Concepcion right side. A good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Working on 2nd down. Sanders. The left side is caught by Concepcion. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
A gain of 6.
Going with an alternate play here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Sanders now. On target, Concepcion. And he's going to get about 3 here. Almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
KC Concepcion. It's a pickup of 3.
They're going to read at the line.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard
Sanders throwing on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Trying a different look to get the conversion. Sanders going to go on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
We've set it downs from 37. First down, here's Swift. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going to run again with Swift. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Working quickly here.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. Finds a big lane. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Offense in the hurry up here.
12-yard line. A gain of 12. First down.
First down, they're sticking with Swift. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's brought down just a few yards before the marker. A little further. So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Here's Thomas on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. The field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Now that's the way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. The kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Chad Muma there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop was made. First down coming up. Working quickly here.
And the Bears, first down.
Here's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short. Offense in a hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 23-yard line.
Throwing on second, Williams. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. Big gap up the middle. Touchdown, Chicago!
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Aim a little off that time, but it does get inside the right upright. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here's May on second. Man downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs.
And the Patriot first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. May now. That's caught by A.J. Brown. He won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25.
A gain of 15.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and goal, New England.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runners. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, May. On the move, headed right. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. Romeo Dobbs. 9 yards on the score. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they're able to answer early here. We are tied at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30.
Thomas on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Williams off the play fake. And he's brought down at the line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. To throw is Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Coverage by Carlton Davis.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Williams set to pass. In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. Milton Williams.
A loss of 10 yards.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ooh, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far. And they're going for this. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
On second down, May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he runs it across. Touchdown!
Touchdown, New England.
Gallus on for the extra point. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game.
To kick off for New England.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And things aren't getting better for him as this one fails to reach the landing zone. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to give the Bears the first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Williams. And he's going to go down. They drop him back on his own side at the 47. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Williams. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So, Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More from Soldier Field after this. Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. Now here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. Connects downfield. On target to Burton. They deliver on that 4th down. How about a gain of 27? Not a distance you see a lot of conversions from, Brock, but on that play, these guys able to defy the odds.
They sure were, and that defense now has got to regroup because I think mentally you get to that down in distance, you feel like you're off the field. Now they've got to respond defensively. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. And he's caught after the game about 2. Down by Robert Spillane. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. And this is going to go for a gain of 6, but it's not enough. Defense doesn't let him get past that. It is 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
We're getting the 1st down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's made in the air. And that's incomplete, only because of the hit applied, though. A good defensive play to bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So Shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate the receiver from the ball, and to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Kate, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw.
And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Made a throw it. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Williams will look to throw. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. First down throw by Williams. He connects with the rookie from LSU. A good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second.
41-yard line.
Here's Williams. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
He rolls to his right. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Fielding their miss, and they're headed the other way. He's past the 30, and he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. Oh, I think the Bears got to that one. Yes, Bears football. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that threw the flag. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now May on second down. And he had it, but he lost it on that hit. So nice early defensive play out of the locker room to break up that catch. It's now third down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been...
That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it first and goal.
That's so good, Kate. That is just such good quarterbacking 101 right there. He escapes the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because of it...
Charging his way forward and through. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Here we go. Mike Vrabel getting his offense set to go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
Throwing is May. And he's into the end zone for two. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Patriots 21.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line. And this time, it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
A give right side for Swift. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 on the play brings up third and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And good luck hanging on through that contact. The hit knocked it free, and that forces fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On fourth down, it's Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis.